Welcome to Test the Waters with Jake. In this video, instead of reviewing something I've bought elsewhere, I'm going to show you how I improved the lids on my OptiClear 22-liter tanks. Now, I quite like the make and manufacture of the AquaOne OptiClear tanks. However, they have one massive flaw, and that is the lids. The lids are frankly terrible. This is the original lid of the OptiClear 22-liter tank. It's 40 centimeters, the tank itself is 40 centimeters long, 20 centimeters wide. However, the lid is only 14 centimeters wide. I have absolutely no idea why they give you this pane of glass that comes with the tank and such a significant gap along the side. A little bit of gap is always good for your cables and hose management. However, that spectacular of a gap, I don't get it. It does come with these nice tank clips. However, these I have absolutely no problem with and quite like. Just showing you the true dimensions of the tank. So what I first did was I purchased cut to order polycarbonate lids, to fit that space along the tank, and I use those for quite a while. My tip for you is, if you are getting lids done, get them in polycarbonate and not acrylic. This is a lesson learned from this acrylic lid I had made up for a secondhand tank. If you can see it, it bows. Acrylic over time will develop if it's too thin, and this is only about 3 mil acrylic, will develop a significant bow. However, that is not an issue with polycarbonate. Nice and polycarbonate, great, it's safe, it's nice and clear. The only issue with it is it scratches easily, so just be careful about marking it with blades and similar. But otherwise, great material, should be fairly cheap. This individual piece cost me about $10. It's almost 40 by 20 centimeters because, of course, it has to fit inside the tank. And yeah, it was about $10 cut to size from a local plastic shop. Shop around, see what you can get in your local area. Through many hours of R&D, some of which are the examples along the ledge here, I have developed this style of lid. These lids I have designed because my tanks are in rack style, which is to say I have set them deep as opposed to lengthways. Nice, simple hatch. The way I've achieved this is through design and print of these brackets. These I printed I designed with a 3D printing program and printed with my 3D printer. They are made from PETG plastic, which is perfectly fish safe. PET and PETG plastics are what drink bottles are made out of. So, if they're safe for humans to drink out of, they'll be safe for your animals. That's the theory. So these lids, I have a lower rail and then a small upper rail here with a stop, and then at the back is a small support. And I have a handle, which currently they're just attached with blue tack. I will glue them later. Again, these are polycarbonate lids, and I got them cut to order as well. I'll put the measurements in the description if you want to make your own. But effectively, they're just a little bit smaller than the tank, and there's a little bit of overlap between the two sheets. So when they sit together, a little bit of overlap reduces any chance of evaporations and whatnot. I like to keep my temperature stable, minimize evaporation. But that allows you to open the tank about 15 centimeters, the lid itself acting as the backstop. That's more than plenty. I have fairly big hands, but that's more than plenty for me to get my hands inside. But more importantly, what the original design was simply for, I can get to the feeding tube and operate this purely with one hand, as I am doing now, because on my other style of tanks that I can easily show you that do not have yet these style of lids, I have to have one hand to open the tank, the other hand to put in the food or do whatever. Now, it's not the end of the world to need to do that, but that little bit of extra convenience, that time save, and that better design is something I am quite pleased with. A relatively short video just to show off what you can do yourself with a 3D printer and some simple programming and, frankly, a lot of trial and error. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to test the water.